Right, morning sports fans, so it's Friday morning, it's 20 to 9, I've already been to my first job, I've had to go up to leaving this morning to carry out gas safety on a property for someone that we know that is in the process of buying it, so just making sure I'm boiling everything's working okay. First job this morning, talk to me about it, Dale. We've had to cancel it, we've had to go there like grown men to the job because George hadn't turned in, which has detrimentally affected me getting the job done because we need to get in the floorboards, he needs to be there with me. We can't have Dale at the office doing it because he's got a man in the office. So it is quite frustrating, I'll be brutally honest with you. It does annoy me the fact of when you become reliant on people. But look, these things happen. We overcome, we adapt. Simple as is sacked. No messing about. You get one chance only. He's gone. That's
one
it.
chance? He's had more than one chance, he has.
Well, he'll be having a very serious dressing down when he's in on... Well, they'll be getting dressed downstairs, but honestly, I want to be seeing him today and having a chat with him because it's not good enough. You cannot run a business relying on people like that are good for it when it's good, but when we need them, especially the crucial, critical days, they decide to text you at 2 minutes to 8.
Yeah.
2 minutes to 8 and go, I can't come in today, I've got the shits. It's an absolute complete joke. So me and Dale have had to go see the client. They're not happy kicking off because it's been booked in for a while. Express our apologies in person, but it physically cannot be done. Do you know, we could have Dale there with me while I'm under the floorboards, but again, it just doesn't make sense. We're busy as it is. Dale is a man in the office, he's got things to do. It just, that one little hiccup off George throws everything back. But nevertheless, I think you've rejigged the diary, haven't you? So we can fit the boiler with Dale's. He's had no eating for how long?
Only a couple of weeks.
Anyway, for a plumbing heating company.
I've got a shower in the back though, it's been great. Can't wait to receive my next bill, it's going to be really
Right, hustlers, how are we? So it's 10 o'clock, I'm up the office, I've spoken to Harry, he knows what he's doing. Dale's got in hand now, Dale's got to pop to a site with someone else to sort a few bits out. New guy starts on Monday, so that'll be good. And then George, obviously, I'm going to go, what I'm going to do now is, because we are that busy fortunately, obviously we've had to put that job back. My schedule just literally filled up like that in a matter of seconds. So I'm on the way to Hornsey now to a care home to cap a gas pipe off. That needs doing, that's just coming imminently. And I've got a leak in the centre of Hull City Centre to go look at. And I've got to go hang a designer radiator on a big project we've been doing, which needs to get the designer radiator off the floor, so I'll get it lifted onto the wall. And then I'm fitting Dale's boiler tonight. But what I'm going to do in the interim is I'm going to pop to George's house because I ain't a clown and I'm not an idiot. I respect it when people are straight up honest with me and go to me, look, I'm not going to come in. But at 2 minutes to 8 saying you've got the shits is a joke, you know. It's becoming too frequent, should we say. So these things need nipping in the bud, and the way you nip it in the bud is you deal with it head on. So on the way to Hornsey, I'll be giving a little knockety knock. Right, sports fans, hope we are well. So it's Friday afternoon, 2:45. Not much footage today, apologies. We're just back on this project with airspace. You'll see behind me, look at the beautiful views here. Kitchen looks phenomenal, obviously the outside as well. So this project has been going on for quite a while, to be honest. I think we started this before Christmas. We've come up there to its end parts now, got a few bits to do. We was in here the other week, got the cooker tap fitted. Client's filled up now, but put an incinerator on there, you can see. Cooker tap, so they've got instant boiling water. And then the blender there, which mushes all the waste and stuff up there, which is good. Client wanted it. The garden's astronomical. If you remember a few weeks ago, we're hanging these radiators. We're still not piped them yet, but we need to get this last one on the wall. So what we're doing is, we need to as well disconnect this radiator in here, but not necessarily today, but that needs disconnecting and getting rid of now, but that can be done, to be fair, at any time. Looking at it, we've put a new one there. The builders have blocked that wall up now, so it has to be walked out this way, but when we come stop, we'll mostly just lift it off, and I want to, me and the lads, make sure I've got a good order on it, because we'll be putting new flooring down done. What I'm trying to do now is get this fixed in the wall. So this was a nightmare. I'm using like a chem fix stuff, but to be fair, fuck me, that's rock hard. It's going off already, that, which is good. I've got some fixings for that. So I've used this roll plug Archem equipment. So it comes in equipment, don't need nothing big. Just use Milwaukee Fuel, little ones. I've drilled it into the wall. What this stuff done is one of the tubes was split, but as you squeeze it out the nozzle, it blends in the tube, so you can see those little spiral ways there. And I'll be honest with you, that is absolutely bang on. It's going off rock hard already. I'm going to give it a little bit more time, so I don't want to rush it. I can get the brackets put on the other side. I need to pop off the supplies just to pick a couple of bits up. Harry's the other day, he didn't get completely finished on doing the sink and stuff, so I can get them bits done as well. Is what it is. It's frustrating when there's bits not finished, but look, it is what it is. But it'd just be nice to get these rads on. Then when we come next week, it's just a case of obviously piping the lads up, all the donkey work, the hard stuff's done. And then we need to get the bathroom downstairs so I can fix as well. So it's a real nice design of Vanity unit. We've done all the coring out and stuff, so we've done all the hard stuff. It's just a case of sitting it in, piping the waste, getting them done outside. So it'll be nice to start getting this job finished and over the line. It's gone on a while. Back to the George scenario. We've spoken to him. Obviously, he's had a bit of dressing down, which I don't like doing because I don't think it's fair to do that to your staff. You know, staff are there to work at the end of the day, but when you know that they've been out the night before, whatever, then they're ringing up at 2 minutes to 8, messaging the manager, they'll go in, I've got the shits. Just isn't acceptable. You know, you want to be a big man, big boy or whatever, and give it big guns. You're going out doing this, doing that, and that you still have to turn into work regardless. You cannot go out on the school like Monday to Friday. It is paramount that you're at work and you're ready and armed and ready to go. At the end of the day, we've got serious projects on the go. Listen, obviously we've got no room for error, so frustrated not to say the least, but I'm not one to carry it on and drag it out. It's done, we've had our chat, put to bed, let's move on. Good morning, sports fans. So what I'm doing today is cleaning the front of the office, and I've got my main man Dale. He's in a different mindset today. Alexa, off. Dale, fill the sports fans in what the plan is for this week. We want to know. You've had on your haircut, you've got a proper uniform on today.
I'm gonna go out and do loads of jobs, smash the week, and then live for the weekend, you know the dance?
Rate my haircut out of 10.
Yours?
Yours?
Man.
What's that one? I've got to get mine done this morning, mate. I can't.
It's a strong 3.
But Matt, look at the state of this, mate. It's real bad.
That's 2 that.
Right, morning sports fans. So you'll notice that this video is just a little bit broke up in it, Dale.
Yeah.
What we want to know is, Cal had a good saying the other day. What was the saying that he said? You want to be a man on the night?
Man in the morning.
So George said he had the shits. So George, it's interrogation time. All the fans want to know, do you think it's acceptable to ring up at 2 minutes to 8 or even text message and say, I've got the shits, I can't come in?
No.
Is there anything you want to say about the situation? It's about earning the situation. Your mum will be watching. It's like, George, you're a disgrace, but Sarah, if you're watching, Dale's available.
You know.
On a serious note, though, we've had a good chat and you understand it. Because what did we have to do? And this is serious now. What happened on that? What happened on Friday? Because you didn't come in. Yeah. So we lost how much? About £1,000. So it's all about what's the word I'm looking for, Dale? Shit rolls downhill. It's all about not responsibilities.
He's got to redeem himself.
Yeah, he's got to redeem himself, basically. That is the thing what he's going to do. So we're not going to get him in the back of the van. Do what silly like that, are we?
Maybe.
He's got to redeem himself today. We've got fuel oil services, and I'll be honest with you, if I know George and I know George, I think you will, won't you? How do you think you're going to redeem yourself, George?
It's getting a bit weird. Oh, yeah, look at that way.
Well, how's it getting weird? I'm just asking. Just making sure you're going to do a job for us.
I'll just do my job.
Turn up on time?
I was 15 minutes early.
Yeah, but he was a full day late on Friday. Right then, sports fans, so we are back. That needs a recharge, you know, Georgie. We'll recharge that. So we'll just carry on with a bit of service and stay. So one of these, it's not really a plant, it's just an oil boiler. It's an absolute old beast. Can't remember what this boiler is, to be fair. Is it the... I don't know, but anyway. It's Potterson, get this boiler service, so strip the burner down, new flexi line, new nozzle, give it a good clean down. The plant one needs a full hoover out as well. While the mini as well, I'm going to touch a little bit of lagging up because it has all been lagged. I lagged it a few years ago now. But to be fair, it just needs putting back together like that. A bit of a clean in the plant room, and then for the boys, so we'll get the bits out of the van and we'll commence. What I want to do, firstly, change the hose. Again, need to change the hose. I've already changed the nozzle, had that burner out now. Checked out it's good, but there's not really a lot you can do with these, like I say. So I'll just keep a bucket for my old oil bits and stuff like that. Any excess oil that gets caught, just need to dry it with a bit of blue oil. It's literally about the best you can do. There's not really much more you can do with it. I'll get the wipes out in a minute, give that all a wipe down. But you also need to make sure you've got a waste carrier's licence, which... Oh no, George. What's going on with that? You've got me the wrong hose, I think, mate, because I need a... I'll come have a look, mate. Not the 3/4 one. So I've got in the van. That's a 1/4 inch, that. See if you've got a bigger one. I think they're all the same. They're all the same, then. that one there. So there's just a slight bit of difference there. So I'll bank the hose on. I always keep a load of spares. What I tend to do when I'm doing oil boiler servicing is I bring the full box out the yard with me. So, you up, pal? Yeah, I can go back. I would tend to bring, so this is a 3/8 1/4 inch. I always bring all the hose with me if we've got in stores in yard, which makes sense. And if we do need anything, like I say, it's just we've got it, we can go. Right, so she's on. What I'm doing is first checking pump pressure. This one's working about 8.5 bar. I'm looking for CO2 percentage 11.5. So I've got it running now. What I'm going to do is get the case and stuff put back together. This is an open fluid appliance, so one thing I need to be checking as well is making sure that all my louvers on my door right. Check the ventilation for that. And then you can see obviously just my ventilation just pulled in from there, so the boiler's got air vents there, so I need to give them louvers a clean out as well, so I've got clear flow. Then plant room, have a good full clear out, like I say, test the venting cylinder as well, check the expansion on that, check the valve, everything. So just pretty straightforward things in these plant rooms when we're doing them. These oil services, there's about 25 that we'll maintain on the site, so we'll get these done. Fortunately I've got George in today, so I'm feeling good about myself, feeling very good. You sorry for...
Yeah, mate.
You sorry, yeah? Did you give me a kiss?
No.
Before you stick your flue gas analyzer in these, you've got to test this with a smoke pulling kit. So what that is basically, it's like a bike pump in reverse. It pulls in, and it pulls my airflow in past this filtered paper here. Let's turn that heating on. Get some of the heat on the building. So I'll get a bit of heat now. That should go through. Let's open up now. So there'll be a massive decrease in temperature now at the boiler, and that'll kick back in. But what I'm looking for, back to my smoke pulling, is that is running as clean as a whistle. So in my bag, what we have to do on any oil appliance is make sure that it's running in relation to either 0 or 1. So you can see my circle there, 0, 1. I'll just go for 0 with that. Anything above 1, it needs obviously altering. So I've got pump pressure at correct pressure. I've got new nozzle put in there now, so it's looking like all being well. This one should run pretty smooth. It's taking the mic to get that heat away though. Need that heat to get away from the appliance, and then once that's gone, she'll fire back up. So once that's back up, we can get my Telegram Pro, put that in the flue, and then take that back up. Then once that's done, service is complete, fill out for certification, and then we're happy days. In a nutshell, what we do with this then is literally put it all back together and finalise it, sweep out and we're done out of here. Right, so we're done. So what I've done is as well, I've just took 10 minutes upon myself to clean the plant room. One of the big things to do when you're doing this as well, clean your with doors. Obviously it's an open fluid appliance this, so clean them, check your ventilation, and also clean your ventilation ports. Them so clean as best as I can, nice and clean, no cobwebs. Again, we maintain these plant rooms, so if we maintain them, we're in here making sure things are nice and tidy. You know, the biggest thing is client comes in, you see the plant room's hoovered out, swept nice and tidy, it's clean. Obviously we do it year on yearly basis. I've had people before where they'll service appliances, not clean the surroundings, you clean the bottom. Like, for the extra 5 minutes it takes, you just do it, it just makes life a bit easier. And like I say, you stand outside and you can see there, even though it's an old boiler, it's tidied up, it's nice when you come in, no cobwebs, no nothing. Looks me maintained yearly by us, so let's go. He does it to wind me up. I said to him, put my stuff back properly, you know what I like about my van. Keep my van nice and tidy, right? You haven't done... Why put my bags back to front, you idiot? What have you achieved from that? So, you can sort it back out. Right, so my next job is we maintain a irrigation pump system, which is this here. So what I'm going to go do now, we've got an issue with lever valves faulty on the system and stuff. I'm going to shut this pump down, don't need to be used. So what I'm going to do, I've got no pressure on my irrigation 0.8 bar, so I'm going to stop that pump. That's what needs to do now. So that's stop that pump now. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to the pitches that they play the field and stuff on. I don't know what's that. It's a beast of a pump, that. Look at that. Anyways, all his big motor. It's got a fuel plates in there, which obviously spin the water on done for the requirement done. This is obviously a fusion welded pipe. Water meter to check it out, valve, check valve, things like that. What I'm going to do now is we need to go replace some 2-inch lever valves on the 10 irrigation and also the irrigation connections. It's about 30 degrees outside and boiling. Just finished my last oil boiler service. It's now 3:15, so I've got another hour just jobbing bits and bats on this site, and then I'm out of here back to the office to catch up with Dale. It's a bit of a weird setup, like I say, moving on from that irrigation. You can see, I think it just happened from when it's frozen. Oh, you've already put the metal fit on this, haven't you, pal? You've already put the metal fit on there, look. Look at that for a split there, so when they're turning it on, it's literally belting out there. So it's thinking the system's got a leak. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to wind that fitting off that alkafine fitting there. We don't even need the bag out, mate. Using them. Using what?
What you done here then?
What?
What you done here?
Fix this, mate. Plumbing and cheating, that's what we do. These are good, these, aren't they?
No.
Yeah, they are. You know they are.
Does it even fit round it?
Yeah, but I put that wrong way because I've got to spin off. If I do that. Class, mate.
Just take that off.
Take what off?
That. Been a problem causer for.
Who do you think you are?
You are though, but it's causing problems.
You respect that, George, you've
Just not being a retard.
could do with a vice seat, couldn't we?
Yeah, but look what happens when you use your initiative.
Ah, give that, George, you've done well there. Well, no PTFE now on them?
Nah.
That's mental, there's nothing on that, and it's sealed. I'll put a bit of paste on it. Need to get these off as well, like you'll mat them up, don't we?
Yeah.
These cheaters are class. Do you like doing commercial, George?
Don't mind it.
It's easy, innit? What do you think?
Yeah.
You think you'll be good at it?
Depends if I get a new teacher or not.
Right, you can turn that video off. Plenty of Laco slick tight on there. Just get it wound on. Don't need PTF in. It's under about 8 bar pressure. But like I say, that'll seal itself off. That stuff will go off nice and good. Get that tightened up on there. I can get that fit in where we are. Put that back in there. I'm good to go. And that's it done. I've got to go turn the irrigation back on now. But see, good to go. And it acts like a hose which goes out into the field over there. And what it does is it literally connects to that. Oh, look at our little mate here. What are you saying? You like the water, dear? Right, just retract it back. As it uses it, they're mint them. I'm just going to put them back in the van like that for now. Van's right best at the moment, so I'm busy jobbing. Just getting tied up now, wipe my hands and stuff down. We'll go to the next one. There's about 3 more of these to do.